Right, I'm going to show you how to do some butterfly pull-ups. I'm going to show you the most common areas where I see people going wrong with them as well. That is when I've got my grips on. It'd have probably been better doing this before I started videoing. We'll try again. Right, now I've got my grips on. We're ready to go. Okay, so wherever everybody goes wrong in a butterfly pull-up is they forget to transition from the hollow to the arch. They maintain in an arch position throughout the entire movement. If you don't know what the hollow and arch position is, you probably shouldn't be trying to attempt to do butterfly pull-ups, right? So the hollow position, it's a lot higher than I thought this bar as well. Hollow position here, arch opposite there. So by somebody staying in the arch position, they keep their back in this position. So when they cycle through the butterfly, they're losing that upper back. So we need to remember that when we come forward, we fall into the arch. When we transfer back behind the bar, we need to get into the hollow to then move through the full shape and the full movement. So I will show you, well, I'll move the camera. I'll show you where I'm maintaining in an arch position, and then I'll show you the transfer between the hollow and the arch position. So now I'll move the camera. I'm going to show you a side-on view of where I'm keeping into the arch, and then I'll show you side-on view where I'm transferring from the hollow to the arch position each time. And hopefully you can see the difference between the two of them. So this first one, I'm going to do the arch. I'm probably going to over-exaggerate it, yeah? So just humour me a little bit. So you can see I was slightly starting to swing forward and backwards just because I'm really strong that I'll be able to maintain it. But I'm having to use a lot more arm than I should be doing really with that. And naturally then, because I'm arching here, I'm starting to like lose my hamstrings a little bit as well, and my heels are starting to come up to my bum. Not ideal, not the positions that we're wanting to work through while we're doing the butterfly pull-up. Out of breath actually now. Right, now I'm going to show you the positions that we should be looking at, and hopefully you can see the difference between the two movements. Again, bit out of breath, but you can see there, much tighter shape and position. I'm coming through the hollow position. I'm using my hips to engage me through, then I'm dropping back into the arch position. I'm not just keeping that arch position throughout the entire movement, which is what we don't want to do. Whilst doing it up here is really good, it takes a lot of correcting if you're not used to doing it. I suggest doing it on a foot support, so I'll show you how to do that now. It's a little bit out of breath from them ones. Right, when we're doing a foot support, you're going to set a box up near a bar so that your chin's always going to come over the parallel height of the bar. So we want to work the full range of motion. Because we've got the foot support, the emphasis on this isn't about creating power through his hips and pulling, it's more about the shapes that we're trying to create through. So when we're doing the arch shape all the way through, you'll notice that I'm keeping myself in that position there. I'm always looking up, and I've got that real big arch into my spine, which we don't really want to be doing throughout the entirety of this movement. So we need to focus on coming from the arch, transfer into the hollow. That's then when I'm going to pull up and through, transfer back to the arch, into the hollow, transfer up and through. And this way we're keeping tension throughout the entire movement, and we're always transferring through the two positions that we're after, that hollow and that arch. And by doing it on that foot support, it allows me to focus on those two movements rather than focus on the hips and the pulling. Give it a go, see how we get on, let me know.